You know, what if I told you that one of the most common words we all use every single day is, well, it's the very thing that might be secretly holding you back from your biggest goals? Today, we're going to do a deep dive into the peril of almost. So let me ask you this. What do you think is the most dangerous word in the English language? Now, if you're thinking of some curse word or something obviously negative, you're kinda on the wrong track. The real danger is so much more subtle. The word is almost. Yep, that's it. Almost. It sounds so harmless, right? So innocent. But we're about to see how the quiet comfort of this little word is actually a trap, one that can keep you from everything you're capable of. And this quote right here, it gets to the very heart of the problem. See, we get stuck thinking that success has to be this one big, giant, life-changing moment. So we wait for the perfect time, and we end up almost starting. But the truth, the real secret, it's that success is just the product of those small daily habits. It's all about escaping the land of almost and starting to live in the world of daily. So let's break that down a bit more. What exactly makes the quiet comfort of almost such a dangerous trap? Let's take a closer look. This is what we're talking about when we say the quiet comfort of almost. It's that cozy little space where you're about to do something incredible. You're so close. The potential is right there. And you know what? It feels safe. Because if you never actually finish, you can't be judged, right? And you can't technically fail. It's this world of permanent potential, but it comes with zero results. And I'm sure this sounds familiar to a lot of you. Think about it for a second. That side project you almost launched. The online course you were so excited about that you almost finished. That new skill you were going to learn, or that dream job you almost applied for. These are like the ghosts of our progress, and they all live in the almost zone. So here's the real trade-off, laid out plain and simple. Staying in that almost shipping zone, well, it feels comfortable. It feels safe. Your potential seems infinite because, hey, it's never been tested. But that's the illusion. The moment you actually ship, the moment you put it out there, yeah, you're introducing risk. You're making yourself vulnerable. But something amazing happens. Your potential becomes real. You get feedback, you learn, and you make actual, concrete progress. So that comfort zone, it feels good in the moment. I get it. But it comes with this hidden price tag. And over time, that inaction starts to build into something far, far more costly. And this is the crucial point right here. The real danger of almost isn't just about standing still. It's not just stagnation. Over time, every single almost you collect starts to compound, and it transforms into something much heavier, regret. And this is kind of how that regret sneaks up on you. It starts so small. At month 1, you almost started. No big deal, right? 6 months later, you're still planning, just trying to get it perfect. Then, before you even know it, it's year 2. And that opportunity, well, it's passed you by. By year 5, that tiny little seed of almost has grown into this heavy weight of regret for what could have been. But listen, it doesn't have to be this way, I promise. There is a powerful antidote to the poison of almost. And the solution is actually way simpler than you might think. It is all about daily habits. Hey, remember that quote from the beginning? Here it is again, but in practice. You don't escape the almost zone by trying to summon the courage for one gigantic, terrifying leap. No way. You escape it by taking one small, totally manageable, and repeatable step every single day. This is the mindset shift that's going to break the cycle. First, you have to choose process over perfection. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's just to show up. Second, you shrink the change until it is so small you literally cannot fail. Don't try to write a book, just write one sentence. And third, you have to focus on consistency above everything else, because doing just a little bit every single day is what builds real unstoppable momentum. Okay, so let's put all this into practice. We know the trap, we know the cost, and we know the antidote. Now let's talk about how you can actually escape the almost zone, starting today. So I want to make this personal. Take just a second and really ask yourself this question. Where are you living in the almost zone? Is it in your career, your health, maybe a creative project you've been putting off? Be honest with yourself. Where have you been hiding out? Because, when it comes right down to it, it all boils down to this simple truth. The gap between the person you are today and the person you want to be, it isn't filled with big plans or good intentions. It's filled by what you do, daily. That is the only secret to real transformation. So the final takeaway here is as simple and as powerful as it gets. Let's decide to leave the world of almost behind. Let's stop planning and start building. Don't almost, do.